Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Christopher Buttner. As a 10-year Mother Lode resident, I am dismayed by the malfeasance and corruption exhibited by numerous high-ranking elected and appointed government officials in several Mother Lode counties. I address you today as a concerned citizen and community journalist answering the call to action appearing in Engage Tuolumne's October 3rd newsletter concerning Tuolumne County District 1 Supervisor Mike Holland and the allegation of his theft of water for his private company's construction project. I applaud Engage Tuolumne for doing the important investigative work that now demands timely action from Tuolumne County's law enforcement and administration. It now also demands a factual, credible explanation and accountability from Supervisor Holland for having either allegedly illegally tapped a TUD-owned water line or having allegedly illegally tapped a Tuolumne County-owned water line. The Union Democrat understandably struggles to cover government malfeasance and corruption with its limited and strained resources despite the best intentions of its conscientious editor. Engage Tuolumne's timely article concerning Supervisor Holland's alleged malfeasance filled the void not yet filled by the Union Democrat. Arguably, when a community's local newspaper of record is not able to provide timely coverage of credible, substantiated allegations of local government malfeasance or corruption, it may undermine the democratic principles we purport to believe are worth advocating for, and that absence of timely coverage may be corrosive to the public's trust in the accountability and transparency of local government. FPPC violations are a particular interest of mine. Recently, I found a public record from February 2024 pertaining to Mr. Holland's campaign finances, where a warning letter was issued by the Enforcement Division of the California Fair Political Practices Commission concerning then-candidate Holland's 2 violations of the Political Reform Act. My investigative research and documentation is responsible for 4 current Calaveras County District Supervisors having been placed under investigation by the Fair Political Practices Commission for allegations of their respective multiple violations of the Political Reform Act. My name is Christopher Buttner. I invite you to visit my government accountability blog, calaveras2026election.com, for another example of how a citizen journalist willing to do the heavy lifting of detailed and factual investigative work can affect local government, transparency, and accountability for positive change in their community. Now, what do you have to say publicly in your defense, Supervisor Holland?
Great. Good morning.
Good morning, Chairman Brandon and Supervisors. I am here to ask also that you investigate the alleged misconduct by Supervisor Holland and potentially one of your staff members who has decided to overlook and pull a red tag that was issued. We citizens are aware that this action happened, and I think it's important that our supervisors are held to a high standard of obeying the laws and rules of our county. And if they are not, then why should we as members of the community do so? I just would like you to please consider investigating this and correcting it. Everybody can make a mistake, so I think people are open to that so long as it's corrected. If not, I'm sure that the grand jury will be on this issue in the next grand jury. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Board. Jason Revord, concerned citizen. Fell down a rabbit hole this weekend, and as several others have said, you screwed up. You connected to a county water line. You did not pull a permit. You put a fire hydrant on county property, so now the county will pay for the water of the use of that hydrant. You're not just a beginning contractor. This isn't your first rodeo. You've done this. You started your mission on saying that you were going to disseminate the CDD which you're successfully doing. You have set up people. This refers to you, Mike. You were going into offices, going to make an office because of where it sits, and you're going to be the boss of the community development department. A lot of people aren't really happy with it. Hooking up to this water line is a crime. You know this. We all do. You're now causing our intern CAO to spend time to follow you around to make sure that you don't say anything inappropriate to the people in that office. You have entered people's offices rudely and disruptively. They're not happy about it. The people in these departments are not happy about it. When everything comes out and the investigation is finished, I hope you resign. I'm not proud to come up here and say this about any of our board members. This is really starting to bother me. You are also on the board of trustees for Sonora High School, which is kind of a conflict of interest considering you were the District 1 representative. At this point, I think it would be in your best interest to resign. More dirt is going to be coming out. More things will be gone against you. We've known each other a long time. We went to school together. Make this right, Mike. Make this right for our community. All of you. Keep your political preferences off of this board. It's unacceptable. You were the middleman. You were the one that, Steve, you were the one that, you guys have said it before, it's 2 against 3. You know what? We don't need this for our community. We don't need any of this political bullshit.
And sorry, that's the
Thank
time.
you.
Thank you. All right, seeing no further, we will move and close staff reports and move on to board reports. Supervisor Holland.
Okay. Mr. Butler, thank you for visiting Tuolumne County. Hopefully you will spend a little money while you're here today and help out our tax base. Where did Jason go? Jason, we've known each other 40-some years. You could have picked up the phone and called me. What you would have found out was over 2 years ago, I started talking to the county about putting a fire hydrant on their water line that is needed for the project I am building down there. And over 14 to 16 months ago, long before I was a supervisor, the former county administrator, Tracy Riggs, gave me permission to do it. It's the county's water line. There's no water usage going out of it. We installed a fire hydrant to the tune of over $10,000 that belongs to the county on their property. It's theirs. That is what went on. So people got all this stuff because they had a chief building official that wasn't part of the system anymore because my other permits were taken out of the system, and that's why he didn't know what was going on and wrote a tag that was irrelevant. It's a public hydrant, not a private hydrant. It's not mine. It belongs to the county. It was the deal that was made with Tracy Riggs long ago. We just finally got around to installing it. That is what went on, and somebody would have picked up the phone and called, which nobody has done. Not one person has picked up the phone and called and asked me. That's what you would have found out. This has all been documented. The county has the paperwork. I don't know what to tell you beyond that. But again, a private citizen donated over a $10,000 fire hydrant to the county. That's what went on. You guys are welcome to do the research on it, all you like, but that is what went on. There's been notes about it and all that stuff. It went in several meetings. I had a meeting with probably 10 different people that were sitting in that meeting, including the former Community Development Department director was in that meeting.
Okay. Supervisor, I think we're moving a little bit beyond the board report.
That's fine. I'm done now.